Hey guys, Coach Waldo coming to you from the dojo today, and got to ask you, do you have your Coach to Coach edition yet? I've got a handful of them left here yet at the dojo, and some of you have reached out to me because of this time that we're in, and you've got extra time to do the reading that we've been talking about this month, and man, that would be great. The other thing is, many of you have started to post pictures of the books that you are reading. If you're not reading the Coach to Coach book and you have other great books that you're reading right now, sometimes people are looking for ideas on what they could be reading. So I would encourage you, if you haven't done so, is to post a picture of the book that you are reading right now so that we can all see it. And who knows, maybe someone would find interest in the book that you're reading, and you guys could have a little chit chat at some point about that. Now, we also know that if we read on a regular basis, it basically helps improve our focus, right? And what better time to have more focus than now with all the distractions of what's going on in the world and what's going on around us. And so, hey, if we can do something that sharpens that skill on top of some of the things that sharpens our physical attributes and our mental, spiritual attributes, that would be good. So I would encourage you to keep reading, all right? Our story today is about Rick and Dick Hoyt. Now, Rick was born with cerebral palsy, and when he was originally born, the doctors told his parents, they said, you know, we're not so sure that Rick is really going to have much, I would say, much motor function. His life is going to be severely limited, and his ability to communicate, we're not so sure that he's going to have an ability to communicate. But as a baby, his parents, they noticed that, you know, his eyes were tracking with him when they were trying to interact with him, and they felt as though that he could still have a reasonable life, and so they worked toward that every single day. And as Rick got older, at one point, he was reading. He got to the point where he could communicate and he could read quite a bit, and he was reading a runner's magazine. And what he told his dad was, you know, like, how great would it be, like, if you could maybe just put me in a wheelchair and we could go and do a race together. I would love to know what that feels like. And so therefore, that's where the idea was born. And you've probably seen maybe pictures or videos of this before. And if you haven't, I will try to post a YouTube video of the story of these two later. But basically what it kind of birthed was now the father Dick and his son Rick have done over 1,000 races together. I think it's in the story today, it says 1,032. It's probably more than that by now. Some of them were marathons, some of them were actually triathlons, and even an Ironman as well. And so, like, his dad has stopped to no end to help give him that experience. And he says that when he's out there with his dad, that he ultimately feels like he is running, right? And such a great experience for him. But really the moral of the story is, here's a situation where, you know what, luck wasn't on their side. Luck wasn't on the side of the family, but they took and put their best foot forward, and they're basically addressing a bad situation with something really cool to actually make Rick's life better. And so what I would challenge you is, hey, is there something in your life that maybe, you know, luck hasn't gone your way? And like right now, we could probably all argue that there's some things going on for most of us that luck isn't going our way right now at this moment. But what can you turn around in your daily life with what you're doing to make it a positive? You know, can you actually read that book and expand your knowledge? Take the time to do that. Or spend time with your children and read to them. Or do different things that maybe you would do or that you normally wouldn't do, that would force you to grow. And so I'm going to encourage you to go out and do that today. And hey, if you're finding something new that you're starting to do, let's hear about it. Go ahead and post about that on our page too. It's a great vehicle for us to communicate with right now, and I'd love to see you doing more of that. Now, I've got Coach Justin here again today.
Yes.
Thanks, Justin. Got him out of bed bright and early. He's actually always up pretty early. But I got him here to help us out once again with this workout. And so we're going to coach through that and work through it together. Now, our first thing that we're going to be doing, we're going to start off with a few jumping jacks. We've got some stationary drills, and then a short little Tabata of quick feet and Supermans, finishing with a quick stretch for our warm-up today, all right? Our focus today is more on the lower body, so we definitely have a lot of leg work involved and some core work today. So look forward to more of that to come through a Tabata style circuit as we go forward today, all right? So what I'm going to do is crank the music up a little bit. If you want a quick drink before we get started, now's the time to do that, and then we'll get kicking with our warm-up here. All right, guys, so we're going to go ahead and get started with some jumping jacks. We're going to go through all three varieties, and we're going to go through them 3 times, all right? Ready? And begin. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Good. Seal jacks. Count them out with Justin, guys. I got the first 5. You got the second 5. Ready to go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Good. Crossover fling jacks next. Hands apart, feet apart. Ready to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Woo! I want to hear you through the camera, guys. Count them out. Wake the people up in your house, all right?
Right.
Here we go. 10 regular jacks. Ready to go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Woo! And we got seal jacks next. Ready, go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
And crossover fling jacks for 10. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Woo! One more time through, starting with 10 regular jacks. Ready to go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Woo! Seal jacks for 10. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
And crossover fling jacks, guys. Last set.
Best set.
Ready to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Woo! Thanks, Justin. All right, next we're going to go with some stationary drills. We're going to move Justin to the middle. And we're going to start off with alternating knee tucks. We're going to go for 20 seconds of each of these drills with a 10-second transition, okay? And alternating knee tucks. Ready to go? Yep, so we're just working on tucking those knees up to your chest, trying to get them nice and tight, all right? Get a good stretch through your hips, through your glutes. Just a brief pause up on top. 4, 3, 2, 1, and break. In just a second, we're going to alternating high hamstring kick. So alternating hand to foot, opposite hand to foot. Ready, and go. Good job. Big windmill with that arm, okay? Trying to reach for that opposite side toe. Loosen those hips and hamstrings and lower back up. Activating those hip flexors. Looking good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and break. Next, we're going to go with an alternating cradle stretch. So I'm just kind of reaching in and bringing my heel to my opposite hip and then switching to the other side. Okay? Ready? And go. Great job, guys. We've got about 5 more seconds on this one. And break. Excellent. Next, we're going to go to 3 rounds of a little Tabata drill here. It's going to be low knees, quick feet. Remember, with your low knees, quick feet, you want open sprinter hands. You want to engage with those lower abs. You want 90-degree sprinter arms right here. And we want to get those feet moving as quickly on the ground as you can, like if you were on hot coals, all right? You're on hot coals. So Justin's going to hit those for 20 seconds, and then we're going down to the floor for a Superman variety, with the first one of which you'll have your hands up over your head. So we're going down onto your stomach for Superman next. And with that one, trying to get both your arms and your legs off the ground and pulse that movement for 20 seconds. So it'll be 20 on, 10 off. We're gonna go through 3 varieties of the Supermans, okay? Starting with quick feet in 3, 2, 1, go. Good job. Nice open sprinter hands. Just the driver's elbows, front to back. Move quickly, guys. Move quickly. This is where we get that heart rate up, get that body temperature up, and get ready for the rest of our workout. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And break. We're going to set up for our first round of Supermans. So we'll go down to the floor. And arms should be straight out in the wide position out front. And we're lifting both upper body and your arms off the floor. Ready, go. Pulsing nice and slow, getting those shoulder blades back and down toward your belt line, okay? Trying to get those thighs off the floor the best you can. Doing great, Justin. Keep going at home. Get those nice squeezes and clenching the shoulders. 2, 1, and break. Good job. Now we're back up on your feet. Back up on your feet, guys, looking good, all right? We got another round of quick feet here, Justin, okay? 3, 2, 1, go. Nice job, good sprinter arms, good light feet on the ground. Remember those hot poles, you gotta get those feet off the floor, get them off the floor. Keep it going. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and break. Good job. Now we're going back to the floor for Superman T. So your arms should be straight out to the side, just like this, with the same focus as last time. Ready, go. Great job. Justin's getting a lot of height off the floor right there. Some of you, depending on your mobility in your spine and in your hips, it might look a little different. You might not get as high off the ground. That's okay. Do the best you can to activate and move through that same range of motion. And break. Good job. We're coming back up to your feet now. And we're going to go back to a quick feet drill in just a few seconds. Doing great. We're almost there. We're a third of the way through. In fact, this is our last set on this one. Last set.
Best set.
Okay, ready? And go with the quick feet. Open sprinter hands, 90 degrees at the elbow. Abs are locked in. We've got those nice quick movements, upper and lower body. Looking good. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and break. Next we got Superman I with your hands at your side, right by your hips. Palms down toward the floor, okay? Palms down toward the floor. Ready, go. Great job. As we lift up, we can turn those thumbs up toward the ceiling, okay? So we're lifting up, getting that nice tight position in the shoulder blade, getting a little better muscle activation in the shoulders themselves, all right? 3, 2, 1, and break. Good job. Next, we're going to finish with a little stretch. And so what we're going to do is we're going to work on a little squat to hamstring bias. So together here, we're going to squat down to the floor. Take your hands and kind of reach under your toes or your feet right there, and then slowly straighten your legs until you feel a stretch in your hamstrings and lower back. Holding there for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Squat down, release your hands and reach up over your head, standing and lengthening your body as high as you can. Now we're going to come back down one more time. Reach under the toe, squat and drop the hips as far as possible. Now extend, straighten your legs, and hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop the hips and stand and reach and relax. All right, guys, grab a drink of water. We're going to come back for our first Tabata in just a second. Awesome job. Hey guys, I hope your week is coming together for you. I know it's been kind of crazy this week. We've had a lot of the coaches reaching out to you and trying to touch base. Guys, if there's anything we can do to help you with anything really, nutrition or otherwise, we're more than happy to do it. And we're more than happy to try to stay connected with you and engaged. We know how important it is for you to be engaged during this time of isolation. We got to stay moving, but we also got to stay communicating with each other. And I encourage you to do that either on our page or even just go into our member area on our page and reach out to one or two people every day that ask them how it's going, how's their life right now. So you can talk individually, privately, that way, as opposed to maybe a public conversation on the page. All right? So encourage that. And then the other thing I would remind you of is, hey, if you don't want to do the workout alone, you don't have to. What you can do is you can reach out through Messenger to somebody on the page, do a friend request or what have you if you're not friends, but you should be able to reach out to them, and you can do a video call between that person and yourself on Messenger and actually work out together and interact a little bit while you're doing that. So maybe you could be playing your workout on your, if you have a Roku TV, you could be playing it on YouTube on the TV, and then have your phones going to work out with each other. So that's a great alternative, and it's something that you can do right now. Now our next section, we just have 2 exercises to start with. It's going to be a squat, hold, pulse. So Justin's going to demonstrate that. He's getting down in a nice low squat position, trying to keep his chest up, shoulders back and down, and just pulsing right here, all right? So we're going to be doing that first, and then we're going to alternate with a plank or plank leg lift. So we're down in a low or high plank, and holding just a good solid plank, nothing crazy here. If you want to step it up a little bit, we could be doing an alternating leg lift. So Justin's down in the low plank, and he's alternating a leg lift right here, all right? And certainly if it bothers your elbows to be down in that position, we can go up in the high plank too, all right? So we just have those 2 things to start with, and we're going through this 4 rounds. So Justin's going to kick it off with our squats here first for 20 seconds. 3, 2, 1, go. 10 more seconds, guys. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And break. We're going down to the floor for plank or plank leg lift. Plank or plank leg lift. And 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. Nice job. Keeping those hips down, keeping your body in a nice straight body line. Okay? Whether you're doing the plank or the plank leg lift, you want to try not to have your hips too high off the ground. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Break. Good job. Back to your squat pulse in just a few seconds here. Great start, guys. Just getting that body heat going now. We're getting a fire lift. In 3, 2, 1, and go. Good job. Sitting back on your heels, put your body weight back, chest up tall, chin up tall, and work those thighs. Work those thighs.
Just getting ready for Sally, guys. That's all we're doing with this one.
That's right, that's right. Get ready for Sally. 3, 2, 1, and break. Good job. Back to the floor. Going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. That's it, Justin. Looking good. Remember to keep that nice straight body line. Hips down. Good plank. Your abs working and your glutes working at the same time. Good job. And break. Woo! 2 down, 2 to go. Back on your feet for our squat pulse. Remember to keep your weight back on your heels as you're going. Chest up tall. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and go. Looking good, looking good. Stay on fire, Justin. You got this. Looking good, looking good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and break it back down the plank for me. Back down the plank. So again, just a regular plank or plank leg lift.
Get it, guys.
In 3, Looking good, looking good. Keep those hips down, abs locked in tight. And break. Good job. Hey, this is our last one, last set.
Let's set. Let's do it.
Yeah. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. Yeah, that's it. Great job staying back on your heels, Justin. At home, we're almost there, guys. Hopefully those thighs are feeling a little burn right now. If not, and you repeat this workout at a later date, you could hold some weights right here by your shoulders to make this one just a little harder. And break. Good job. We're going back down for our planks here right now. Ready, and go. That's it. Finish strong with these planks, guys. Keep your body alignment. Make it work for you all the way, all 20 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and break. Good job, guys. We're going to take a short breather here. Quick drink of water for you. All right, awesome work on round one. Now, as you're grabbing your water, I'm just going to kind of walk through the next section. And what we're doing next, we're going to be working with some reverse lunges. So a little more leg focus once again today. There's probably a couple different ways we could do this. One, you could take your lunge pattern and just step back, repeating on the same leg, getting as many as you can for 20 seconds. The second option would be get back in a stationary lunge position. And what you're going to do is just pause, lowering your knee to the floor and back up on the same leg. So that would be another option for you right there. Okay, so we've got 20 seconds on the left, 20 seconds on the right. And then we're going to be doing a knee grab variation. We're going to do a knee grab to reach. Okay, so with this one, remember, we're on the floor. We have your hands at your chin. You sit all the way up and reach to the ceiling and then back again, and that's one. We're trying to get as many of those as you can in your 20 seconds. Okay, guys? So one more sip of water, and then Justin's going to kick it off with some lunges here. Are you ready? Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, go. Remember, repeat on the same leg right here, trying to keep your weight toward the heel of your foot, okay? Notice Justin's good sprinter arms right here. That's what we want to be doing at home too. Keep that sprinter arm action going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Going to the other side for me, okay? Ready? And go. Good job. Nice big steps. Weight once again back toward the heel of your foot. Big reach for me. Doing great, Justin. Keep it going at home, guys. Keep it going. 4, 3, 2, 1. Break. Okay, next we're going down to knee grab reach. Knee grab reach. You got 20 seconds again to max this workout. Get as many reps as you can for me. All right. Ready, and go. Great start, Justin, looking good. Nice job, nice job. Woo! Great start, guys. Big reach to the ceiling, big reach to the clouds. In 3, 2, 1, and break, and back on your feet. Guys, if you want to make your lunges a little bit harder and you have some weights at home, you can add some weights in your hands and get your repeats on your lunges there. You can hold at your chest like Justin's doing right now. You can hold them at your side. You ready? And go. Nice work, nice work. There we go. If you don't have weights in your hands, remember those sprinter arms for me. Try to engage with your core, all right? Try to get as much out of this as you possibly can. getting those reps, and break. We're gonna be switching to the other leg here in just a second. Awesome job so far. Take a nice deep breath, going in 3, 2, 1, and go. Perfect, there we go. Again, keeping that weight toward the heel of the foot, stepping straight back or backing out a little bit with that back leg. So backing out to the side just slightly. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 2 rounds down on the lunges, going to knee grab reach next. Knee grab reach. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and go. That's it, Justin. Hey guys at home, get as many as you can here now. Remember to stay engaged with those abs. Big reach on the sit-up. You got it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And break. Beautiful. All right. Next, we're going back to the lunges, guys. With or without weights, your choice. Justin's rolling with the weights. Going in 5, 4, 3, 2, and go. Nice work, nice work. Hope you're starting to feel some work in your thighs here, guys. Again, if you're not, try to pick up the tempo just a little bit and get more reps if you can. 4, 3, 2, 1, and break. Good job. We're going to be going to the other leg here in just a second. Let's get a couple nice deep cleansing breaths. And here we go in 4, 3, 2, and go. Whew. Nice job. Off to a great start here, guys. Off to a great start. 10 more seconds. 10 seconds. Whew. And break. Good job. Going back down for our third round of knee grabs. Let's see if we can keep up with Justin on this one. 3, 2, 1, go. Nice job. Good start, guys. Keep it going. Woo. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and break. All right, coming in for, yes, our 4th set right now, which is your
Last set.
best set in 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Great push, guys. Looking good. Good work. Eight, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and break. Take a couple big deep breaths for me right here. We're going to the other side in just a second. 4, 3,
Do it, Warriors.
1, go. Woo. Way to stick with it, guys. Good job. Remember, the secret to working harder is just a little more speed with this workout today. Doing good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and break. Awesome job. We got our last round of knee grabs right here. Last round of knee grabs. In 3, 2, 1, and go. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, and great. Okay, awesome job, guys. Grab a drink of water. Woo! Justin, nice job.
Nice job, Warriors.
Well, hey guys, I know that for many of you, you're used to lifting heavy and sprinting, right? And so what I've noticed is a handful of you have been outside going for walks or going for a little jog, some of those kinds of things, maybe even meeting up at a park somewhere or something like that. There's no reason why you can't do some of your sprinting there. And So I would encourage you, if you are out and about, remember to keep your distance somewhat from people. There is a purpose for that right now, and we really want to make sure that we're kind of trying to follow those guidelines, even though we're getting together with familia that we love and trust. At the same time, we just don't know what's out there, so we got to be careful. But getting together and maybe taking turns running a sprint in the park or something like that, like just to keep some of those skills going, hey, nothing wrong with that. And then for the lift heavy part, I know that's probably the most difficult part to deal with right now. I've had conversations as I'm reaching out to people this last day or two. All of us coaches are trying to reach you all. And so, first of all, if we can call you, like try to call back because we do want to talk to you. But that is the most difficult part to deal with. And unfortunately, we don't have a great solution for that other than if you happen to have weights at home that you can utilize. I know like Dawn and a couple other people, Suzanne, like they all have some weights that they've kind of been able to have at home, and that's fantastic. But I know many of you don't have that. So here's where doing these workouts becomes even more important. And also, like, here's your opportunity, okay? Your opportunity right now, for many of you, you're wanting to lose weight, and I would share this much with you. A lot of our workouts are going to be more on the metabolic side, and you could leverage the opportunity to burn more calories right now. And I would be willing to bet if you focused, you could come out on the other end of this thing a few pounds down. And I'm confident that that's the case. So just stay engaged, get on YouTube every day and do the workouts. Don't make excuses for yourself. Don't get lazy at home. Get off the couch and go get it done, all right? Okay, our next one, we have a bent row with a dumbbell or a band. So if you have dumbbells, we're going to be in that good hinge position. Let's face this way, Justin. Yep, toward me. So good hinge position, chest out, butt back. And we're bringing those elbows back and tucking them in nice and tight. Release them to the floor, okay? So you can do those with a dumbbell, or you can also do them with a rubber band, just like we do in oftentimes in our warm-ups. Just get enough tension on there to make that feel like some good work. And actually for 20 seconds, we can do that. Just make sure we're trying to keep that good hinge position in your hips and your back nice and flat, all right? So that's exercise number one. Number two is going to be a jab, counter, duck, uppercut. So as Justin's facing the camera right now, if your jab hand's going to be on your non-dominant hand, so he's going to jab with the left, he's going to counter with the right, he's going to duck, that's a squat, and then come up with an uppercut when he comes out of the squat. So let's do that one more time. He's going to jab, counter, duck, uppercut, all right? Now if you want to add a little extra resistance and get that heart rate up a little bit more, we can incorporate some light dumbbells like these 5-pounders here. And you don't want this to be too heavy because it ends up being a lot of reps, but it will get that heart rate up just a little bit more. So we can incorporate some light weights, or hey, like a couple cans of soup or something like that. If you have those kinds of things in the house, that works too, and it's a little extra resistance, okay? So we got those, and then our third activity is going to be toe touches. So Justin's lying on his back, he's got his legs straight up, he's reaching to tap those toes. So we have 3 activities on this one, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off, and 4 rounds, okay? So we're going to kick it off here with our bent rows in the hinge position. Grab your weights, get ready. is key here today. Try to keep moving. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and break. Awesome job. And we're back on your feet for round 3. Round 3 on the bent row, guys. Round 3. Going in. 5, 4, 3, 2, and go. Fantastic work, guys. You're almost a third of the way through. Make sure that we're getting the good body position. Do you feel your body weight back on your heels? Are you in a good position or not? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and break. Excellent work, excellent work. Okay, we got our jab, counter, duck, uppercut with the weights this time. Justin's taking the weights back. He's taking back the knife. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, go. That's it. Nice job. Bring it through. That's it. Good pace, Justin. Looking good. Let's keep it going at home, guys. Don't stop now. Just because I'm not right there watching you. You know what you're doing right now. Don't stop. Stay with me. And break. Good job. Going to toe touches. Woo! Toe touches. Looking good. In 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and go. Great work. Great work. Excellent. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and break. Good job. Back on your feet for your last set.
Best set.
Grabbing those dumbbells. We got one more round on the bent row. And 3,
Get this.
2, 1, and go. Uppercut, jab, counter, duck, uppercut. You ready? And go. Nice work, Justin. Stay with it halfway there, 10 more seconds. Looking good, looking good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Break, going to toe touches in 10 seconds. Toe touches, last set on this one. In 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. More seconds. Awesome job, Justin. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Break. Excellent, excellent. Hey guys, grab a drink of water. We got one more circuit for you. One more to go.
We got this, Warriors.
Hey guys, we're almost there. We are like 85% of the way through this workout. I'm so proud of you guys for engaging with this. I think right now on the YouTube channel we're it's right around 50 people subscribed, and I'd love to see that over 100. So reaching out and encouraging other people to do it, get subscribed onto that. It's much easier to get to the workouts that way. You'll get notifications as to when the workouts are posted and so on each day. We are going to continue to try to bring you new content Monday through Saturday going forward, as long as this fiasco is going on. And so we're going to work hard to deliver things to you, and we'll be incorporating bands and med balls and so forth a little bit more next week. So if you didn't order equipment in our equipment order this week and you don't have those kinds of things at home, I would encourage you to get to Dick's Sporting Goods or Walmart or somewhere and make sure that you got a couple of those basics for yourself at home, so that we can leverage some of those things and give you some of the best workouts possible right now. If you do have some of the heavier weights at home, you know what? There's probably no reason why you couldn't be doing some of the Warrior Tracker workouts, especially our strength workouts on Mondays and Fridays. Most of it you can probably do at your house if you have the heavier weights. But again, I know that most of you don't. So we're going to be giving you great alternatives right here. Now our last one, we're going to demonstrate a couple of things. First, it's going to be what I call a couch bridge or a chair bridge. And so Justin's going to lay on the floor right here by the bench. He's going to put his feet up on the edge, okay? And let's scoot a little closer, Justin. There we go. And then from this position, he's going to hip thrust, bring his hips up towards the ceiling, then releasing to the floor and repeating that hip thrust, okay? So we've got that one first. Then our second one is a reverse plank with alternating leg extensions. I kind of hate to admit it, but this one's like right off a Beachbody video. So here we go. So Justin's going to be kicking one leg out and then switching to the other side, and then now trying to speed it up and almost like kind of jumping from one leg to the other and trying to go quickly. Okay, so you kind of got two variations. The first part where Justin was moving a little slower, that's one option. And then the second option, if you want to try to get that heart rate up a little more, is to kick like this here. Now, if your shoulders might be bothering you, you could go to lay flat on your back, okay? Arms are at your side, and we bridge up. And now we're doing that leg extension, okay? Switching side to side, but really trying to keep those hips up tight and keep those glutes engaged, all right? So that's like a second variation on that one. And then our last thing is going to be squat jumps. Squat jumps for 20 seconds. So Justin reaches, pulls through, and back. Okay? So that's going to be our three activities. This will be our last circuit of the day. All right? Here we go, starting with the bridges on your couch, a chair, a bench, whatever you've got close by. All right? And are you ready, Justin?
Yes, sir.
Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, and go. So remember here, as you lift up, with each repetition, you're trying to get a good exhale. We're trying to clench those lower abs. We're trying to clench those glutes and get a good hip thruster, just as if you had a barbell across your hips. All right, and work through that. If you're sliding back away from the couch, take a moment to slide forward, get a little better foot position there. All right, and break. Good, good. Okay, our next one, we're going to that reverse plank, alternating leg extensions, or the bridge with alternating leg extensions, okay? 3, 2, 1, go. Good job, good job. That's the way to kick it off, Justin, looking good. Remember at home, we can be doing this with the slow leg extension or the quick version like Justin's doing right here. Or hey, we can start off quick and end up slow, whatever is best for you. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Break, and then we're back on your feet for a few squat jumps right here. Squat jumps. Awesome job. Looking good. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and go. Great start, Justin. Keep it going. Keep it going. 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and break. And bring it back over here for the couch bridge.
I gotta be careful with my squat jumps at home, otherwise I smoke the ceiling. My ceiling's
Yeah,
not
be
high.
careful. Don't hit your head on the ceiling at home. Fair warning from Justin right there. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. Guys, we're almost there. We got to finish strong right here. Remember, getting reps is the key. All right, but also being kind of intentional about how you're doing your movements is key as well. We don't always necessarily need weights to get a good workout. We can actually maximize those muscle contractions by just trying to squeeze harder. And break. Good job. All right, we're back to our reverse plank, alternating leg lift. Reverse plank is right here in this position, like that crab style position. Okay, in 3, 2, and go. Great job, guys. Remember, the slow version or the quick version is fine, either one. Or you can be lying back in a bridge. bridge with your arms out to the side, just laying flat on your back, and getting those leg extensions right here as well. 3, 2, 1. Break. Good job. Way to finish strong, Justin. You're looking good. Awesome work, guys. We got this one, and then we're going through it 2 more times, and we're done. Can you believe it? All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1, go. Woo! Nice job. Nice light landings on the ground, keeping those feet light, driving those arms back, extending to the ceiling. But don't hit your head on the ceiling. All right? 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Break. Great job. Great job. Next, we got our 3rd round right here. So, guys, we're like halfway through this. We got 2 more of these. Kind of a tough one at the end. Picking up with those bridges here in 5, 4, 3, 2, and go. Nice work. Nice work. Remember, intentionally locking into those hips. Like mindfully, what do you feel right now when you lift up into that hip thruster? You're getting those glutes tight, you're squeezing your shoulder blades. Are you feeling the work in the places that you need to feel it? 3, 2, 1, and break. Awesome job. Next, we're back into our reverse plank or that crab position. And then we got our bridge and our alternating leg extension. In 3, 2, 1, and go. Nice work, nice work. Good moves. Keep going at home, guys. Stay with me. We're almost there. I know this section's getting a little tough at the end, but you got it. Keep it going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great. And back on your feet for me. Woo! Finishing strong, Justin. Looking good. Looking good.
You guys got through yesterday's workout. Today, you got this.
That's
Easy.
right. Yesterday was probably a little harder than today, I have to say. All right, here we go.
A little bit.
In 3, 2, 1, go. Nice work, nice work. Guys, you don't have to jump through the roof, but you can get a little hop on the floor. If you can't do the squat jump, we can do speed squats, just like, I could have mentioned that a little sooner, I guess. But just remember, we could be doing those speed squats as well. Break. Woo! Holy cow, 1 more to go. This is going to be your last set.
That's it. Let's do it.
All right, so we got 1 more with the bridges. Justin's getting herself set up here. Hopefully you're in position at home. Here we go in 5, 4, 3, 2, and go. Good work today, guys. We're almost there. Almost there. Nice job, nice job. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and break. Good job. Now we got that crab position, reverse bridge, if you will, with alternating leg extensions.
And it wouldn't be a warrior workout with a giant Halusa!
Halusa! That's right. Good call, Justin. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, go. Woo! Finishing strong, guys. Finishing strong. Looking good. Stay with it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Break. Awesome job. 1 more set of squat jumps, and it's over, guys. 1 more set, all right? In
Let's do it,
5,
you guys.
4, 3, 2, and go.
Stick with me on this one.
Here we go. Finish strong. Stay with it. Stay with it. You got this. Kicking it out. We're halfway there. 10 more seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and break. Okay, awesome job, Justin. Good work,
job, Warriors.
Guys, it's never too late to be a warrior. Step up and get up every day and go do it.
Keep pushing forward, guys. We got this.